recite,
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 recite, recite.
Go around the room counterclockwise. Okay.
As I recite the poem, as I recite the poem, as I recite the poem, look for the repetition of the word nevermore.
Well, as a Christian, I guess that it would be easy for you to recite the Lord's Prayer.
Is that what we're resorting to here?
Okay, we are definitely out of time. Thank you, everybody. Now, let's just join hands and recite the Serenity Prayer. Recite the Serenity Prayer. Recite the Serenity Prayer.
I bathed in Arctic mountain water while my Latin lover recited verse to me.
I must have written no less than
6,734 pages. I can recite them to you all by heart if you wish.
the old Pollock trying to recite Shakespeare to a Brit. You believe this?
1 to 10, recite the alphabet backwards, you know. Reagan's the president, liberally speaking, of course.
You ever hear of the 4 food groups?
Yes, but I won't recite them because I'm resting my mind.
Do you understand these rites as I've just recited them to you?
Coward. Let my friend go.
Or what? You gonna recite me a poem?
collision,
Collision, collision,
Collision.
collision.
Okay, great. Now you know what I want you guys to do? I want you to put your tongues on a collision course, and just ram those fuckers.
Listen, God damn it!
Ram it!
You what?
Ram the quarter panel!
I don't have collision on this!
I came out here today, I was backstage, I was working on my speech, and I noticed that there were no collisions.
You have no weapons to attack with, sir. Then set course to 310. Set collision course. 310.
It's good to meet you, Dr. Banner. Your work on anti-electron collisions is unparalleled.
In the collision, I smashed my head into the gyro.
Dramatic high-speed chase across the 59th Street Bridge, which caused a fatal collision that took the life of Jack Wilder, one of the so-called Four Horsemen.
And wait. Until the next collision.
This mid-air collision has left many wondering how such an accident could take place in a system with so many safeguards.
The blood splatter patterns and trajectory of the remains. Only a high-speed collision could have done this, but
it's not just the collision that injures them.
There was an incident where a latch strap came loose from the anchor during a high-impact collision demo.
Self.
And there's 81 racing through a red light 30 seconds before the collision.
Alike.
Alike, alike, alike.
Alike.
what it really meant. How much we're alike and how we've been through the same things.
Tell her, sweetie.
Well, I was looking at my cereal this morning and I was thinking, wow, no two flakes are exactly alike.
You wanna need it? Okay, but I'm telling you, we look a lot alike, but mostly probably gonna recognize you and me.
Understood the word Francie?
Fighting, are they? Huh? So much alike, those two.
They're literally nothing alike.
Oh, different mothers.
So how do we pop that box?
Well, Google it.
We think a lot alike.
Is that right?
Seriously.
The music, wow, like everything sounds alike, like they're playing the same.
It's exit, isn't it? And exit is sometimes mistranslated as éxito, probably because both words sound so alike.
Thank you, Rosetta Stone.
It's what I do when I can't write a paper.
You can go back to bed now, love, if you want.
Happy families are all alike. However, every unhappy is...
Time's been kind to the Price sisters.
Well, don't lump us together.
But you're so alike.
No, we're not. Nothing like. Nothing. Nada.
Who's the blonde? Is it his brother? Please, they look nothing alike.
I bet they're doing it with each other.
How?
There's been a change in the
Perfect.
And a change.
Oh, we really are alike.
Edie? Yes. I'm Felicia Tillman. Martha's sister.
Really?
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing's wrong. It's just that Martha always said how alike you two were. I just don't see the family resemblance.
Detective.
Detective.
Detective. Detective.
Detective.
Your tone appropriate, detective, detective, detective.
Detective. Detective. Detective. Is everything okay?
Well done, detective. Undetective. Undetective.
Detective? Nice work, detective.
I will. Gregson must be out there somewhere. I wish you'd let me send a private detective.
You got no choice, detective. Governor gave me jurisdiction. I'm making you my partner.
If you have any idea where your brother is, you need to tell us right now, detective.
I have no clue.
Right after I started the task force, Detective Danny Williams was my first hire. You got no choice, detective.
Detective Alawa! Yes, sir. Hey, Detective Williams. That the green light to blow up a little steam, Colonel? Affirmative, Detective. Blow at will.
Where's the driver? Detective Voight? How's the son driving this car?
What's the cop's name?
Detective Voight.
Terrific.
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 Thank you for doing that. She's terrific. Terrific. Terrific.
I get it. You guys, you are the best liars in the world. Congratulations. Terrific. It's terrific. It's terrific. I'm bowled over.
Leave Richard.
Richard is a great boyfriend. He's a terrific father to him, terrific father to him, terrific father to Maddie. He makes me laugh.
So what's the problem?
The basket. Which one is he?
Where is my mail?
Oh, well, I made you a terrific new mail recycling station right over there.
Just like I thought. He thinks you're terrific. Must know what we've been doing hiding you up in Boston.
Yeah, Elmsview Hospital. I was born there, so it must be good, right?
Must be terrific. Look how you turned out.
Terrific, because I'm going to go ahead and play you a song on my I'm going to kick your assophone. And just outstanding.
Great. What a terrific guy. Congratulations.
I hate him.
When I was first starting out, I got a terrific piece of advice, and it's always stuck with me, and this is it. Everything that happens.
That was a terrific crowd.
Oh, there's Mom. What's she doing?
Hey, this is terrific.
Thank you for coming.
Any advice?
Yeah, don't screw up.
Terrific. Thank you.
Enclose. Enclose.
Enclose.
Enclose.
Enclose.
And kids, prick the person's finger, put a drop of blood on the enclosed card. The enclosed card. The enclosed card.
I never get any punchlines, and you keep leaving me in enclosed fucking places!
She's dead.
It appears so. Look, given the enclosed space and temperature, enclosed space and temperature, enclosed space and temperature, it's likely the body's been decomposing faster than normal.
You have a superb voice. You are my favorite animal in the program by far. Please find enclosed.
Dear Sam, thank you very much. Bureau considers existing evidence sufficient. Investigation is concluded, and death benefits enclosed. Every winter, Rome Eve hibernate. They crawl into an enclosed space, collectively sharing their body heat.
It is with this very hope that I write you today. I've enclosed a bill of exchange for £500.
Throughout the hotel.
What about the mic Beckett had on?
We stopped receiving audio after she got in the elevator. The signal strength drops in enclosed spaces.
You will find enclosed on a separate sheet.
Leak.
Leak.
Leak. Leak.
Leak.
Staffers do this? Please tell me someone got fired 10 minutes ago.
The leak came from me.
There's a gas leak in my apartment, so Barry
said that we could stay here.
How'd your staff's credentials leak out? Leak out. Leak out.
What? No.
Truman, looks like a leak at the plant.
Back up. Leak at the plant. Get it?
Yes, I do. I took a leak next to him once at the Golden Globes.
The leak is from someone inside the bank.
The hatches leak like crazy, so they put in these airlocks just to be safe.
They're telling Nelson on the radio. This leak is one of ours.
Flower, got it. Anything else?
If it starts to leak any fluids, drop it, run.
There must be a core leak. If hydrogen even starts...
English gates.
One of those people had the leak location in your safe house.
Rescue.
Rescue.
Rescue. Rescue.
Rescue.
I'm told I have you to thank for my rescue. Rescue.
And for getting grabbed in the first place.
What about flying in a rescue mission from Afghanistan?
To do what?
Rescue Saul. Rescue Saul. Rescue Saul.
You haven't walked in my shoes. Tom lost his job. Everyone jumped to his rescue. To his rescue. To his rescue.
Fortunately, we got here before there was...
Yes, why is that? Why did you come to my rescue so fortuitously, huh?
Don't know how many survivors.
Sound the general call. I want every living soul not working rescue looking for that briefcase.
After the rescue, everyone from the outside left our little edge of the world and went on with their lives.
He's got a soul, man. He rescued you. All those other guys would have let you get fired and then laughed at you.
Much for coming down right away.
Steven.
Right.
Doctor would like me to assist FEMA in the rescue effort.
Assist? How?
He's a deception expert.
Always to the rescue, and I need it the most.
You're under the barricade.
Should you even be here?
I was sent. Gotta rescue the magical Silas Stream.
Tribune. I'm writing your story.
I can help you.
Clark Kent to my rescue.
Well, it's just hard to rescue folks when you don't feel good about yourself.
Please tell me if I am about to step on a body part.
It's a search and rescue, not recover. We don't know if she's dead.
Celebrate.
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 Celebrate. Celebrate.
We're having a school dance here tonight. I think you should come and celebrate. Celebrate. Celebrate.
Now we're here together, the four of us. We're here to celebrate. We're here to celebrate. We're here to celebrate Billy marrying an infant.
She's not an infant.
Don't you want to stay and celebrate? Celebrate? Celebrate?
No.
It's just an incredibly arbitrary thing to celebrate.
All right. We'll get the results in the morning. Tonight, we celebrate.
Celebrate what?
You survived the first day on the job with me.
Well, I say we celebrate. I say we celebrate that fate has spared you a miserable existence under the employ of Widmore Industries.
I thought we could celebrate your accomplishment with lunch. There's a nice restaurant nearby. I've reserved us a table.
I think we're in business.
Oh my God.
Let's get some lunch. Celebrate.
I'd love to.
You like Cuban food?
Bring on the croquetas.
Thank you so much.
We should celebrate. Go to the wine cellar and get some champagne.
Husband? Very clever.
That's a way to celebrate you moving in.
Like your other gift wasn't enough.
My other gift.
We gotta celebrate. Fiona's fiance is gonna be a doctor.
He's not my fiance.
Yet.
My boy! Why didn't you say something? We need to celebrate.
What do you want to do to celebrate?
I was thinking of Loki in it this year.
Really? For the big 3-0?
Gram.
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 How much is left?
500 grams? 500 grams? 500 grams?
If we're talking cocaine, that would be at least 500 grams, 500 grams, 500 grams, or half a kilo.
0.5 grams. 0.5 grams. 0.5 grams. Yes. Carbohydrates. Per biscuit. Per biscuit. Per biscuit is 7.7 grams. Yes.
Put her on the box. No, Graham, don't put me on speaker. Everybody yells when you put me on speaker.
I've got 4 grams on me and 1 gram in me, which is when my heart is going like the clappers as if I'm about to have a heart attack.
The usual. 10 pints, 2 grams and a punch-up.
Problem is that every other time you come in here, you buy a gram, and today you a high roller?
No, it's not my money, it's Paul's. I told you he just won it.
The pick 5, Siesta?
I've never bought more than a few grams from Top.
Okay. 8 drops of Dunkelkatzenpissen, 2 grams of Maristica, a pinch of Phaseolus lunatus, and 2 teaspoons of...
1 box of this yields roughly 3 grams of meth, right?
These guys are working with stock from 4 different pharmacies.
Profile.
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 I blew off a profile with McChrystal in Kabul. This better be good.
No, we need to make you a profile that's gonna attract a woman. Give me this.
Okay.
Say, keep a low profile, blend.
Are you saying that he's killed again?
I'm offering you a psychological profile of Buffalo Bill based on the case evidence.
I'm sorry, Inspector, I simply cannot recall.
Was there a specific profile for those being sent there?
Usual undesirables, I should think.
I think your profile said prevent student.
Yeah, no, I just haven't changed it yet.
But didn't you make that profile like 2 days ago? It's weird.
You look wonderful.
Oh, Root has to keep a low profile. Anyone sees him, the game's up.
A janitor. We're still working up a profile, but his motive for going to Earth is clear.
They just switched the mission profile from capture to kill.
Kill who?
Here's world class. He kills high-profile targets, and whatever job he was hired for isn't finished.
Processor.
Processor.
Processor. Processor. Processor.
Need more power. New processor. 3 times more capable than this current system.
I'm not seeing what the problem is, though.
Brian, the iBabe has an advanced 3.2 gigahertz processor. We left an opening for a...
You needed his mind because he was smarter than you.
He made a great processor, and a shitty phone, and he served a purpose just like you did. Go.
Coming out of a circuit board.
Okay, I'll find the main processor. It look like a big low building.
We're gonna run the 68,000.
But dude, that's Lisa's processor.
That's correct, dude. I don't care what the budget is. Give me that processor.
So you got the AVM processor.
Only the best.
Take. That computer's running an XK15 processor.
We need is a quantum processor.
Convincing if you were to replicate the face of another woman. And don't forget, I stabilized your vocal processor.
Good? Yeah, IT just installed her. 64-bit core processor, next-gen Ultra HD adjustable display.
Project.
So, how goes our little science project? Science project.
You're saying we should abandon the project.
Yes.
Soldiers enhanced by your project, Professor. Soldiers who can generate energy blasts with their bare hands.
Oh. Grodd is a gorilla. 5 years ago, Eiling and Wells were working on a project to expand soldiers' cognitive abilities during battle.
This is bad form.
Bad form.
I am not a project. I am not some village in need of a water system.
I've heard a lot about the PIN project.
This is the code that I've written for our year-to-year projections. This is building in all the intelligence that we have to project players.
Juvenile Reclamation Project. For 5 years. Shit.
That's really good, but you gotta project a little more power from the hips, right? It's kind of like
The House of Medici has invested hundreds of florins in this project.
All in his briefcase. Do you know what was in it? His research for the Ambrosia Project. He always had it with him.
Ambrosia, as in the food Greek gods ate to achieve immortality.
And what was the Ambrosia Project exactly?
I visited.
No.
I got this. You stay here and work on your little research project. You be in the nerve center and all.
On a way to help. Using what I learned about the measles project. Now, I know you think that's crazy, but it works.
Project Blue Nose?
Blue Nose. The Navy calls a sailor who's crossed the Arctic Circle.
Inappropriate.
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 Look, this is inappropriate.
No, it's not inappropriate. Inappropriate. You're not a patient.
He's hilarious.
It's just that he's a little inappropriate, and
Inappropriate.
Think how lucky you are not to be on a beef ranch right now. I'm sorry. That was inappropriate.
I'm the head of HR, so it's highly inappropriate for me to discuss this at work.
Sure.
If you never go out there, do they like... Sorry, was that inappropriate? Bye.
You guys are the reason why we had that company-wide HR meeting about inappropriate behavior in the workplace.
Sure it's not inappropriate if I come?
If it were inappropriate, I wouldn't invite you.
Thea, it was a mistake to talk to you about girls and stuff. It was inappropriate, and I think it may have confused you. I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. Please don't leave.
It must be so...
Messed up?
I was going to use the off-color version of messed up, but it felt inappropriate.
Oh, it's appropriate.
Dr. Will, this is highly inappropriate.
Send me back.
Hey, that is inappropriate.
Seriously, guys, I thought this was supposed to be a busy house.
No, I don't care if it's inappropriate. I'm not going to keep my mouth shut.
Sightseeing. Sightseeing.
Sightseeing. Sightseeing.
Sightseeing.
I don't know, Shelley. I thought we could do a little sightseeing. Sightseeing.
Yes, but it'll be Valentine's Day. We can go sightseeing and skiing and make love in front of a roaring fire in the shadow of the snow-capped Alps.
And Mitch and Cam managed to do some sightseeing at a working banana plantation.
It is a 15th century stained glass.
Oh.
Are you sightseeing in the region?
Hey, there you are. What, the French girl doing a little sightseeing while she's in New Orleans?
No.
So you're gonna do any more sightseeing on the rest of your trip?
No. Mickey and I are gonna get something to eat.
She's still there?
Yeah, she's here. She's just sightseeing.
Slay in stealth mode.
No, I mean, after 9/11, how is it possible that someone can just fly over Manhattan?
Sightseeing choppers do it all the time.
If you want to stay in Court of Maltese, that's fine, but there's not much here in the line of sightseeing.
May I talk to you?
Not much time for sightseeing. I was working on a case.
Why are you on this bus? It ain't a sightseeing tour.
Local. Local. Local.
Local. Local.
The opening of the steel factory, the one in the Glades, I was approached by a local councilman.
Snow MD, you know her?
Yeah, I know her. Why?
There was an incident at a local coffee shop. She was there.
All scholarship, so if you want to take classes in any of the local colleges, on your time, not mine, well then...
If one of the local bitches is in heat, she will remain so without any assistance on your part to alleviate her condition.
I like that. That's funny. You get a local eyes whipping. I'm Anton.
Edward.
Down here, okay? Nobody's allowed past those stairs without a badge, so no local girls upstairs. I know it sucks.
Mask? A mask? I'm afraid the local kids have been playing pranks in my graveyard. Crane?
According to Constable Who's latest report, crime in the valley has actually tripled since you started feeding the local thugs.
It was my impression from the local news that you weren't going to be involved with your family's business.
Her name's Shauna Baez, mostly petty crimes, and this girl likes to party, apparently. Long list of disorderly conducts at local bars.
Yeah. No, it's nice here.
In Skyline, a local Tom Thumb robbed by two armed assailants is the subject of an intense police investigation.
Gotta support the local firehouse, right? Get out.
Retreat.
Retreat. Retreat.
Retreat.
Retreat.
Retreat! 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 Retreat!
Absolutely beautiful. It's about an hour and a half north of here. It's like a perfect retreat. Perfect retreat. Perfect retreat. Just the two of you.
Retreat! Retreat! Retreat!
Listen, we're having a retreat tonight. Why don't you stick around and boil up?
Or are they just having a company retreat at the villa next door?
God, you're funny, huh?
There are those who would say hold back. There are those who would make us retreat.
Huh? Oops. What? Everyone but Gary, retreat!
All right, what we need now is a tactical retreat.
Oh, did Roxy go to the retreat without you?
Oh, no, we're gonna do something here.
So, according to Grace Bryson's statement, she and her husband were at a yoga retreat when Dan Pignard disappeared.
Well, the retreat was in Silver Spring. That's close enough to drive back, kill Dan, and then return to the spa.
Right, it could be...
Come on! Come on!
No, Tracy! Retreat, go back, you won't make it! Retreat, you won't make it! Get back in the apartment!
Collaborate.
Collaborate. Collaborate.
Collaborate.
Collaborate.
Collaborate, collaborate, collaborate. A bit more.
I want to talk about the paper you sent Leonard. Now, I know he said it's promising and he's going to collaborate on it, but now that you and I are friends again, I am at your disposal.
We can collaborate on the targets. So, I work for you, or I die.
Great. So I've decided I'm going to collaborate with you.
Great.
About credit. My dad always said that about you. You don't collaborate well.
Since we first collaborated, you've always held me and my work in a certain esteem.
And Jerome Thomas.
They collaborated on that book, which is used as the introductory text for almost every entry-level course.
Operation Palefire. Division collaborated with Sergei Semok to kill Nikolai Udinov and his family.
I am not the problem. He is. I mean, he is completely unwilling to collaborate. He should have been in here fixing that leak.
Climate.
Climate. Climate. Climate.
Climate.
There is no snow because of climate control. Climate control. Climate control.
The economic climate is real bad, man.
Excuse me. Pick a reason, pick 10. The climate, the climate, the climate, the squalor, the poverty.
It's beastly out there for a white woman, what with the climate and the natives and all that.
See? This is this climate change thing.
My good husband is of the opinion that the gooseberry prefers the colder climate.
It is happening to our oceans, our forests, our wildlife. It is happening to our climate.
If that part of the building's climate control system had never needed repair, judging by this morning.
Not exactly native to Northwest climate.
Enjoy while you can. So I don't think this is the right climate to be growing coffee beans.
Leave town, retire to warmer climates.
It's about being honest about the political climate.
Beginner. Beginner.
Beginner.
Beginner.
Beginner.
Hey, I'm as surprised as you are.
Beginner's luck. Beginner's luck. Beginner's luck. Do you want to go again?
Yama. Italian for beginners, for beginners, for beginners. How many cartons of smokes this set you got?
Simple thank you wouldn't hurt.
And a happy birthday would have been fine.
If I fuck up, I can ruin somebody's whole life.
I guess we're both beginners, it says.
Yeah.
That was actually really fucking awesome. Beginner's luck.
All right. Right? And you guys are how good?
We suck.
We don't suck. Pat's a beginner. I'm okay. We're happy just to be going there.
And how are the people you're competing against?
They're good. Some of them are professionals.
Better than you.
Whoa, hold up. Harmonica for beginners, cowboy saloon? How come?
Because you did well, Ivy.
Not very hard.
They're hard enough for a beginner, as you ought to remember.
Yes, but Ivy moves so fast for a beginner, doesn't she?
Explaining my magic to a beginner's a waste of my time. She's east of the toll bridge.
Well, I think
I've been studying magic. Beginner stuff.
Dim. 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 Dim.
Dim.
Come on.
Let me just dim the lights a little bit.
Dim, shaky, weak, staticky little signals that only hint at the complexity of a universe that we cannot begin to comprehend.
You're a goddamn traitor, sir.
You dim little shit.
On my way, people. I just worked a double and I need to feast. I'm eating dim sum for a twosome.
I know. It's been so damp lately. Amazing dim sum, by the way.
He's the head of the Hai Yi Tong. Operates out of a dim sum house on Mott Street.
I wouldn't say I have a single sort of girl. She's dim-witted. If I wanted wits, I'd marry you.
You've seen more darkness than any man will in a lifetime, and you never let it dim your soul.
He's hoping to see Epsilon Eridani dim, which would be evidence of a planet orbiting it.
See the majesty of the universe unfolding before his eyes. His dim, uncomprehending eye.
Mine has long since gone dim. I fear it will not kindle.
If I didn't, I'd have to believe that early humans coexisted with dinosaurs. To believe that, I'd have to be dim-witted.
And our dear, dim counselor, Ed, barely gave you a slap on the wrist.
Temporary.
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 Temporary. Temporary.
That works like a dream.
We make it temporary. We make ourselves non-voting stockholders.
You'd be pissed.
Rosemary understands. It's only temporary. Only temporary. Only temporary.
All this stuff is temporary. The money, fame, success, temporary. Even life is temporary. Jesus, that's eternal.
I don't think you quite understand. I'm not just advocating for a temporary moratorium. I think we ought to phase out drilling altogether.
Yeah, but maybe I could request a temporary stay of the ban.
I'm sure it's just temporary.
No, it's not temporary. I'm in trouble here.
He's going to be a temporary ward of the state.
He can stay with me. As his attorney, I am assigning myself temporary guardianship.
You are the temporary CEO.
I can't.
Please.
What about the auto shop?
It's temporary.
Well, it's a temporary solution. I think we can all acknowledge that. Productive.
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 Productive night. Productive night. Productive night.
Exceedingly. Actually, it's been a long night, Watson. But a productive one. A productive one. A productive one. I believe I have deduced Moriarty's plan.
We can't surrender our client's chance at a long, productive future life, because it proves inconvenient for the state.
Might makes right has never been a productive philosophy.
So instead, you'd rather have tea with terrorists.
I had a very productive meeting with the engineers from British Oxygen Company, and there was a lot of data coming in, really a considerable amount.
You have a nice, happy, productive life. Hell of a story to tell.
On September the 15th, 1891, during the course of one very productive day, the master impressionist finished 2 oil paintings.
But our country is strong, united, determined, and more productive than ever.
Well, your travels productive, exceedingly refreshing, old daddy.
America is the most talented, productive, and entrepreneurial workers in the world.
We don't want you under any undue stress. That would be counterproductive.
I can handle the stress. I would like to remain in the department for as long as we all think is possible.
Super duper cool, but no, he looked like Chuck Norris.
Well, this was a very productive first session, Mr. Castle, but I'm afraid our time is up.
Of course. Thank you.
Operator. Operator. Operator.
Operator.
Operator.
For me? Oh, yeah, because I don't have nothing else to do. I'm not an operator. I'm not an operator. I'm not an operator.
Come on, Regina, it's...
Her husband was a slick operator. I was there a week. I knew the guy was hitting on a girlfriend.
Yeah, please, I'm not that gullible. Hello, operator. Yes, I'm trying to make a call, but I can't because my phone's not plugged in to anything. I picked up the phone and he came. I should be our second operator.
Even the one-way operator line, I didn't even think that was possible.
Wait.
Down every time?
I like you, Nancy Botwin. You're an operator.
She dialed 911 last night and told the operator she was being followed by a man that she knew well.
We're taking the crane operator back to Princeton.
They said he was barely hurt. He can wait.
That you're no half-witted, but a very shrewd operator.
And then all of a sudden she decides to become a phone sex operator. Maybe she liked it.
Operator, can you connect me with Child Welfare Services?
Universe.
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 It's a treatise on the origins of the universe, the universe, the universe.
You discover your best friend has a secret. No, not a secret. A universe of secrets. A universe of secrets. A universe of secrets. Would you confront him? Would you stay silent?
With the value of aesthetics.
Albert Einstein said, once you can accept the universe as the universe as the universe as being something expanding into an infinite nothing, which is actually something.
And in the corner to my left, the undeniable champion of this universe and any other universe known or unknown, the mighty Zeus!
My father, he taught me that cruelty is the only true currency of the universe, and now I am the richest man in all of Christendom.
Absolutely. I am going to turn you into corporate master of the universe.
Out of the siege, we need him.
I can't think of a world or a universe or a plane of existence where Oliver would agree to any of this.
This is kind of personal, but do you have probe marks?
Joe, please.
Save your theory on intelligent life forms of the universe for a TED Talk.
Reason I'm sorry for the fact that you're able to retain traces of another timeline. You're able to see through the vibrations of the universe. It means
I've fought the Shveni halfway across the universe, liberating one planet after another. And you have questions.
What is the most pervasive force in the universe?
Gravity.